Hello, everybody. Battle with Fear. Um, I realize I haven't been saying what titles of songs of my brothers I was playing in the beginning of my videos. This one was called Between Stars. It's one of his latest tracks that he made just at the end of last month. It's one of my favorite of his. I think it's perfect for the start of Mass Effect. It's music that he did inspired by the space exploration games of Solaris and Eve. And just a second, I got a howling cat at the door. Let me just let him in. Well, yeah, I know. We're getting food in a little bit, okay? It's not time yet. Here, say hi to the internet. Hey, everybody. This is Munchkin. He's been a handful these last few days, but I think he's trying to get a hang of everything, but hasn't done anything really bad or anything. He just sends sometimes kind of howl for food before he's actually due for any feeding. But yeah, I love him. All right, so I'm going to be doing Mass Effect today. I know I've been doing that a lot lately, but I really want to get through the first one, and I've been enjoying doing this. So let me get the game up and running. There we are. Alright. Don't forget to do that like I did last time. And I was showing you just basically my cam and not what was going on in the game. You could hear the game, but... Alright, come on. There we go. Alright, so where we last left off, we ran around the ship, talked with everybody, and we were about ready to head off on our first mission. And I was going to be heading off to the Artemis Tau cluster so I can get Liara. This way we can have a powerful biotic, even though I'm a biotic myself, but I'm going to get Liara brought in. Hang on a second. I want to send out a text real quick to my wife. Might as well at least get the game loading. Okay. Alright, here we are at the galaxy map. And we will head off to Artemis Tau cluster for first place, and I will be also reading planet descriptions of every planet and system we go to. I like doing that kind of stuff because my own opinion is if the game designers take the time to put it into the game, I should take the time to read it. Supposedly constructed by the long extinct Protheans, this colossal deep space station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is stimulated through rotation and is at a comfortable 1.02 standard Gs in the wards and a light 0.3 standard Gs in the Presidium ring. All right, and there's 13.2 million people there. It seems like that seems a little too small, in my own opinion. But then, of course, New York has 7 million, and we see how busy New York looks. But still, one ward is way bigger than, I don't know. And I just think that population is a little low. Okay. This is the Widow system. Serpent Nebula. Okay, so Laura's dig site, Artemis Tau. Let's go there. Alright, we have Sparta, Knossos, Athens, and Maceion. We don't know which system she's in, just that it's in the Artemis Tau cluster. So let's go ahead and just pick one random. Let's try Maceion. I don't actually remember what system she's in, even though I played this so many times. Because normally I just go to each system and just do whatever I can to every single planet and everything I can. In no particular order, too. All right. A nice little system here. Is there any planets nearby the sun that we can't happen to see? Because sometimes you go miss a planet. Nope. All right. So first one here is Shijarla. And there is, looks like we can land here. Pressure, level 1 pressure hazard. Shilara has a dense atmosphere of ammonia and oxygen. Its temperate surface is mostly composed of alumina with deposits of sulfur. Com buoys in the system have recently logged a number of unregistered vessels operating nearby. Shijarla is an extensive silicon-based breathing atmosphere ecology. Heavily populated areas are covered with fine silica, silicon dioxide dust. The respiratory byproduct of the world's higher animal forms. High-speed surface winds, often laden with abrasive silica dust, proves a hazard in areas where the wind deposits a great deal of silica. Footing can be treacherous. EVAs are discouraged. It's basically over a period of 1 year. Some basic stuff here. Yeah, there is a high pressure there. 39 Earth atmospheres. A pretty temperate climate and about the same kind of gravity. 40 days, wow. Alright, well, I don't think this is Liara's place, but we can land, and I'll just start. I don't want to keep backtracking to different systems all the time, so we'll bring Ashley and Tally with us. I will be mixing up the characters from time to time, but I do have a set that I like. But for right now, Tally has our decryption and electronic stuff at max, so I want to make sure. Now we make sure that that's what I remember her being at. Yeah, she has hard object decryption and electronics decryption. So right now I kind of want to use her for this kind of, for these missions. Alright, let's take a look at the map here. We got Debris, Stronghold, and Anomaly. Stronghold. I wonder if this, I think this might be one of the first Warlord planets. Alright, so let's go ahead and head. I like to go through all the corners because there are mineral deposits on the planet that you can mine and get credits and XP for. And I really hate how these things handle. There we go. Whee!
Got it.
Alright, let's survey this mineral here. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of magnesium. And we got a codex on secondary human and system alliances. Geological survey. As the human race expands its territories and raises the general standard of living, demands for industrial resources continue to grow. Many planets, moons, and asteroids often contain wealth of resources, but many systems have barely been charted, let alone thoroughly surveyed. Unmanned probes are one solution, but they're often lost to space hazards, unforeseen circumstances, or theft by scavengers. In recent years, AGES, the Alliance Geological Service, have offered bounties to private individuals or teams willing to perform mineralogical surveys on the frontier. These survey data is made publicly available for further corporate development. Due to the cost of travel and the dangers of operating on hostile worlds, it's rarely a profitable endeavor. Light metals. Metals with low atomic weight are often used for the construction of spaceships and vehicles. Heavy metals. Metals with higher atomic weights are used to construct equipment components. The platinum group elements are particularly useful. Rare earths. Most useful minerals in this category are radioactive or magnets. Gases. Former gases are required to support all forms of sentient life. Some are commonly used as fuel, like hydrogen and helium. Oxygen could also be used as fuel too. So we have here light metals, heavy metals, earth, rare earths, and gases. We need 20 of the metals and gases 6. To maintain its fleet and continue to expand, the Alliance must find new resources wherever it can. You have recently surveyed an important deposit and claimed it for the Alliance. There's likely to be more of them in the Traverse. Alright, I'll mark that as red. Let's go ahead and get back in the vehicle. Alright, and we'll continue heading to that corner. Oh, wrong way. Turn around. Whee! Believe it or not, the handling is a lot better than it originally was, but still drives just still. Aye. Oh, I don't want to exit.
Heading
No.
to position.
Give me a back. Okay. All right. Let's head to this debris. Yeah, debris. Okay. Bring back the map. Nope. There. All right. Keep our eye out on the map. Every planet has at least 2. Some planets have more. Yeah, hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I had to take care of feeding time for the kitty there. All right, there we are. Continue heading for this debris. Here we go. Crash probe. Come on.
Cover me.
There we go. No, I'm not going to cover you. There's no need for us to have coverage. Alright, let's salvage this. Get my own pipe bass. And I'm just going to... Alright, we got armor upgrade, first aid interface, and a combat sensor 2. Things I already have, so no need to work on the equipment for that. Keep on pushing E. Alright, map. Okay, let's go ahead and head to this corner real quick. See if there's anything up there. So what I'm going to do with the planets, since last time I played this, I had a rule that I will only find the two guaranteed mineral deposits on the planet, and then I will leave. If I find a third one during my ventures, that's fine, but I will grab 2. I don't want to spend most of the stream just looking for mineral deposits everywhere and get every single one. They put more mineral deposits than you need in the game, so you can actually forego a few here and there. So let's go ahead and head to this warlord compound, or stronghold, and we'll find out what this is all about. I really should probably get this list of the systems, make sure that I don't keep backtracking the systems thinking I've been here or not. Alright, looks like there's some... Oh, they're already starting to shoot at us. Alright. I'm trying to remember what was used for zoom on this. Key bindings. I think it's the middle mouse button. Right now, change zoom level, aim, hold. Okay, left control. Okay, there we go. Yeah, got him. Got the sniper. Alright, let's go ahead and let's go meet them personally. They don't have any turns, so the weapons are not going to do much harm to our vehicle. If I saw a tank bearing down from me, I'm going to run. Over here and let the shields recharge a little bit. Really, guys? You really gonna do this? Yeah, see what happens when you guys fight a tank. One more guy right around this corner here. Where is he? Oh, down. See him. Oh, he's in a ravine right here. Oh, there he is. I'm going to switch to my pistol for close combat. Tally will still have her shotgun, and Ashley will have her assault rifle. Get out of the way. Stop it.
Lost shields.
Why am I not? There, finally. Come on, pick him up out.
Go, go, go!
And the mechanics of the combat in here is sometimes just downright ridiculous. Like this. This is what one of the ridiculous things about it is how sometimes these guys will just charge right at you. And then you guys get right in your way. They waste all their heat generation on their weapons and stuff by shooting at a wall. Takes care of him. Whoa. I hate how Krogan regenerate. trying to do? You guys are just shooting out walls, apparently. Okay, he's dead. One more guy left. Sorry, Slaver.
I need some help here!
How do I play Metagel? Use first aid V, okay.
Patching you up.
Looks like she went up the stairs. Whoa! Alt tapped. There we go. And we leveled up.
All clear.
Patching you up.
Alright, now we can loot. Alright, we got a malfunctioning object. Incendiary explosive, fusion explosives, high caliber pit barrel. Got a hard description here. Let's go ahead and just quickly. I'll get there. And I didn't save it. Oh, it looks like we could do it again. Forgot that they changed that. It used to be you only could do this once. There we go. Step rifle and a weapon upgrade recoil dampener. I will look at all those description of those as soon as after I'm done doing all this. Hardened wall safe. Improved sighting and recoil dampener. Alright, we got a desk here. Let's investigate. You discover evidence that the Asari leading these slavers in Nausea Dantilis, an important ambassador on the Citadel, are sisters. You should return to the Presidium and confront Nasasa with this. Download the evidence. Alright, we got a journal entry on this. Asari diplomacy. You killed an Asari mercenary named Dantilla Dantilis. According to the datapad found in Dantilla's body, her sister Nasasa is a diplomat on the Citadel. Dantilla was evidently blackmailing Nasata by threatening to reveal her own existence and run Nasata's career. Nasata wants to hear the news that her sister is dead. Alright, we've got some equipment. We've got a hammer, high explosive, first aid interface. Alright, so pistols. Got the Edge 2, it's not any better. And we've got a combat sensor 2. I'm going to keep that on the pistol. But I can't put on anti-personnel rounds. Designed to shred flesh. Hey Shrek, thanks for the lurk. Put anti-personnel rounds in. Alright, and also since we have sniper rifle training, let's see what we have here. We have the Hammer 2, which is better than the Reaper. Not in the heat sink capacity, but the damage is only by 1. And actually, I don't think this is any better because, yeah, we'll be able to shoot this far less. So we'll just keep the Hammer. So I'm going to change the armor-piercing rounds to anti-personnel rounds. And we have improved sightings. That's basically the best we can do right now. Alright, let's bring up Tali. Her shotguns. No new shotguns for her. I will give her chemical rounds. And let's see here. Recoil dampener. Reduces kickback to improve accuracy. We'll add those in. And then we have Ashley here. Assault rifles. No new assault rifles for her. She already has anti-personnel rounds in, so I'm going to keep those. And I'm going to give her a high caliber barrel. No, that not just yet. Later when the rate of fire, the heat absorption gets taken away. I'm going to give her the recoil dampener for her weapon stability. But a high caliber barrel is it fires larger rounds with more damage. However, the rate of fire is slowed and the weapon will overheat more quickly. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Recoil dampener. There we go. Alright, what I'll probably do is with Shepard, I will sniper rifle. I'm going to go ahead and take away the proof sightings. No, the high caliber... I'm going to keep it at this for right now. The high caliber barrel gets better later on when they actually take away the heat absorption part of it. Okay, the grenade launcher. I have high explosives 1 right now. We got incinerate explosives. Incinerate explosive release thermal paste on detonation that cleans to and burns through virtually all known substances. We also have fusion explosion. Fusion explosives contain a small amount of radioactive plutonium that is dispersed on detonation. Targets caught in the blast experience varying degrees of radiation poisoning. I'm going to put on the high explosives 2 on there. We don't have any new biotic amps, and we have no new armor, except Ashley can now wear heavy armor, so I'm going to give her the Hydra 2. Just basically just to upgrade from the one that she originally had. And I'm going to Omni-Gel her old one. I always like to have at least over 100 Omni-Gel at any given time. Alright, she has socket absorbers on right now. I'm going to give her first aid interface, which does health regeneration. On Shepard, she has shield regenerator. I'm going to keep the shield regenerator going. And for Tali, she doesn't have anything on there, so I'm going to give her also the first aid interface 2 for health regeneration. Alright, that's all done with all equipment. Now let's level up. Alright, okay, I have 1 to Charm. 1 to Spectre Training. And I want to start getting to work on her biotic abilities more. I want to get the Singularity, so I'm going to put 2 points into Warp. Ashley. Since she has her assault rifles, I can unlock sniper rifles for her, but I'm going to give her some first aid and fitness. And in Tali, I'm going to activate her hacking ability, her dampening ability, and then put 1 in basic armor and 1 in pistols. There we go. And on our journal, we'll mark it as red. Okay. I don't think there's anything downstairs, but we will take a look. Normally in these cookie cutter facilities, they're all almost the same. Very rarely do they have anything on the bottom level, but there are occasionally, like right here. But most of the stuff is already on the top level. You'll be seeing these kind of facilities like this a lot. One thing about Mass Effect 1 I didn't like was how generic everything looked. But Mass Effect 2 and 3 really changed things up. Okay, so we got crate here. Oh, a shotgun and assault rifle. I might have to do some more equipment inventory here. Got an Avenger and a Hydra 2. Got an Edge 2 pistol, a Hammer 2 sniper rifle, and a Guardian 2 heavy armor. And we got a medical station here. Quick save. And begin the manual override. And we got it. Light armor, Phoenix 2, and heavy armor for a Krogan, Phoenix 3. Ah, first number 3 item. Alright, on our inventory. Let's see here. I can put on the Phoenix 2, but it's not nowhere near better for me. Yeah, I'm gonna Omni-gel this. Anything that's level 1, I'm gonna pretty much Omni-gel at the moment. Okay, these are all just the same thing, hammers. Same with the Edge 2 pistols. Let's see, Ashley. Assault rifles. We got the Avenger 2 and the Banshee 2. The Avenger 2 is the best, 160 damage, 4 heatsink, and 15 accuracy. And they said transfer installed upgrades to the item? Yes. All right, and that's why I like they easily let things maneuver over into the new item that you put on. Let's go ahead and Omni-gel that Lancer 1. Let's go to Tally. Shotguns, a Hurricane 2. A little bit more damage per second, but she loses 1 on heatsink and about 3 on accuracy. But the damage does move up over 20, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the shotgun. This new shotgun. And we'll Omni-gel the Storm 1. Alright, Ashley, the new armor we got here. Is anything better for you? No, they're not. Alright. Let's go ahead and Omni-gel the high explosives. Omni-gel the incendiary explosives. Just gonna Omni-gel anything that's 1. I want to keep that armor-piercing rounds for right now, but the radioactive rounds I will get rid of. Alright. I think we are done here. I don't see anything else to open up. Just a fuel tank there. That's just... Oh, an upgrade kit. Basic rounds and anti-personnel rounds too. That will be good for Ashley, so she can get... rounds. She only has anti-personnel on rounds 1. Add the 2 in and Omni-gel anti-personnel rounds 1. Okay, I have 113 Omni-gel. I'm going to keep that for now. The rest of the stuff I will start selling. Come on, get. Why is it not? There we go. I couldn't get out of the inventory screen. Okay, just want to let people know, don't get used to this, me being here on a Wednesday. I do work on the weekdays. Just today, my trainer got in a car accident, and there was no other trainer on staff that can help me today, so they let me have the day off with half pay. Which I think is really great of them. So I'm going to be doing this as a way of relaxing and having fun on my day off. I don't think I could get up there. I don't think... Is that... No, okay. Normally that's a first aid kit, but it looks like it's just set dressing for this. Alrighty. And some mining equipment, but that's it. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue exploring this planet. As you can see with the level 1 hazard, you can see that it's going up, and when it reaches max, you start taking shield and health damage. There's also cold damage you can get and heat damage from different planets. Alright, let's see the map here. We do have... Let's go ahead and head to this corner here. See if there's anything over there. We'll head to that anomaly. And then we will try to find one more Mineral deposit. Alright, there's nothing in this corner. We're in the map. Let's head down to this. Question mark. Ah, there's our middle deposit. That'll be our second for this planet, so we can then just leave. Though, knowing how my mind is working, my OCD is already kicking in. I'm like, but I still have a whole other corner to investigate. What if I could find a third one before I leave this planet? I might actually just do that because it's the beginning. Damn OCD. Alright. Thorium deposit. Let's survey it. Rare element surveyed. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of, of thorium.
Clear.
Oh, that's nice, Ashley. I thought for sure we were
I'm
already
right
clear.
here.
No, I don't want to talk to Callie. I want to get back into Mako. Alright. Looks like some kind of shelter. Some crates here. And an Asari capsule. Let's recover it. Wait, let me go ahead and save. Cover artifact. Matriarch writings discovered. It's not clear who lived here, but appears to have been abandoned for some time. The container of the tent held, among other things, one of Matriarch Denantila's writing. Alright, we got a journal for this. Got a new kind of assignment. These writings belong to Matriarch Denantila. It looks like that there are many other writings to be found scattered across the galaxy. We got 1 of 10. Alright. Looks like we didn't get a codex entry about that, but... Alright, so that was my OCD. I'm just gonna go check here real quick. Shouldn't take too long. Have another shelter here, but not indicated on our map, and there's nothing in there. And yep, there is a third mineral deposit. Let's see if we can quickly grab this before we leave this planet. Please don't let it be on the top of this big mountain here. Okay, no, it doesn't look like it is. Looks like it's just at the base. Yeah, here we go. Come on, you can get up there. There you go. I'm gonna head back to the Normandy right after this. Uranium deposit. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of uranium, a rare element. So we've got 2 rare elements already. Alright, and we can easily just go to the map and return to Normandy. Alright, that was our first planet, and our first planet that we even visited, we could also land on. That was... Well, that's how they say coincidence or anything. Just happened to be the luck of the draw. Alright. Let's see about the other planets in the system. We got Poloralan. Now I'm going to probably butcher every single planet name in this game because like I said before, and I'll say it again, I'll probably say in the future, I am terrible with pronunciation of words, and I will not apologize about that. It's just the way I am. Alright. Poloralan is an enormous terrestrial planet, half again the size of Earth. Despite its thick atmosphere, the weak output of the red dwarf Mason leaves its surface biting cold. The crust is mainly composed of silica, but significant deposits of iron and other industrial metals are present. These lodes may prove rich enough for profitable mining despite the heavy gravity. The gravity is 1.5. Surface temperature is negative 197 Celsius. It's basically about the same Earth pressure. There's a little bit more pressure there than Earth is. A 21-year orbit. Dang. Alright, survey. Matriarch writings recovered. You were scanning the planet Prolium when a strange signal came from orbit. Navigator Presley determined the signal was from an agent beacon. Your salvage team brought the beacon aboard and found one of Matriarch Delantia's writings in a storage compartment. Alright. Just a second here. I love the music in this game. Patavig. Patavig is the second Amacian system giant terrestrial planets, and by far the most interesting. Most of the surface is covered with a vast sea of liquid ammonia, in which a unique aquatic ammonium-based biosphere has developed. While the frozen continents are largely bereft of life, a rich bounty of complex organisms, many larger than a human, flourish in the chilly, toxic sea. See, life will find a way. Just because we need a good temperate climate and water to survive, I believe life can be anywhere. It will find a way to survive on whatever it can find, and I really believe that methane-based, ammonia-based life forms can exist. While dreadfully inhospitable humans, Patavig is suitable for colonization by the Volus. Negotiations between the System Alliance and the Volus patrons, the Turian hierarchy, have made good progress. Alright, on negative 130 degrees Celsius, gravity is 1.6, high pressure. Alright, there's nothing we can do, we can't survey it, so we'll let it be. Now, sometimes in these asteroid belts, you can find, like right here, asteroids. A mineral-rich asteroid. Survey it. Light metal surveyed. While scanning the asteroid field in the Artemis Tau cluster, you detected a large deposit of titanium. Sometimes there could be double, but normally it is just one asteroid, an asteroid belt you can scan, and it looks like that's the same with here. Alright, and we have one more planet here. Ferriglis. Ferriglis is a standard hydrogen and helium gas giant with an abundance of airborne hydrocarbons. Looks like there's rock underneath it, though. Underneath that, I just sway. Alright, survey it. Gas deposit surveyed. Scans in orbit have detected a large concentration of xenon. Alright, we are done with this system, Mason. So let's go ahead and head up to Athens. Now let's go to Sparta. This is Sparta! Sorry about that. Alright, there's nothing nearby this little planet here, but let's go ahead and look at Terminaire. Terminator is a dwarf planet composed of light magnesium silicates with deposits of aluminum. Its surface is covered by wide straits of ancient dark basaltic lava, possibly indicating the world was created through an impact with another body in the system. Terminator's magnetic field is non-existent. This makes it impossible for ships to dump drive cores from orbit. That said, Terminator's mechanical gravity allows even cruiser-sized vessels to land safely for direct grounding. No atmosphere whatsoever, no pressure whatsoever. 55 degrees Celsius, so pretty warm, but not too warm. 1 Earth year, and day length is 1 Earth day. Wait. No, day length is 1 Earth year. Whew, that's a long day. Alright, we got here asteroid cluster. A collection of small Caecilius asteroids loosely bound together by gravity. Survey it. Prothean data disk discovered. While scanning the asteroid field in the Sparta system, you found a sign of habitation. A recon team was sent to investigate one of the larger asteroids. The rock had a small functioning biodome, but no signs of anyone living there. There was, however, a data console with an intact Prothean data disk inside. That'll be a new journal entry, so let's go quickly take a look at that. And we also got codex entries too. Alright, research on Prothean culture is focused on discovery ancient data disks. We found 1 of 7. And we got a codex here. Secondary, extinct races, data disks. Despite all the evidence confirming the existence of Protheans, little is known about their culture and society. From time to time, dig sites have yielded new clues, but after 50,000 years of decay, little of value is unearthed. Recent research are focused on discovery of Prothean data disks. On their own, they are frail and rarely found in one piece. Occasionally, however, an intact disk will be discovered within a console or reading device. To date, there's over 3 dozen disks that have been recovered, and a few of those have been restored to the point where researchers can begin analyzing them. Though it may be some time before scientists discover a way to transfer the data off the disks, they are currently considered the most tangible leads to confirming more about the Prothean culture. I think that's it. Is that it? Yep, that's it. And primary. Yep. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's go back to the system map. Alright, now the next one is Ilios.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Alright, Ilios is a terrestrial planet with the atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Ilios' surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands break the abrasive dust-choked wind. Ilios' orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of a gas giant, Octomosilicaia. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. -1 Celsius, surface gravity in atmosphere is similar to Earth. Right, let's land. Another random planet. I don't think this is the one with Yara in it. We're going to bring Garrus with us in Tally this time, so I can level up Garrus a little bit more. Alrighty here. Alright, let's go out of here. Garrus has 12 points. Let's finish Turian Agent. Let's let him get his electronics and his decryption up. Almost ready to do hard objects on organics, and then I could just switch between him and Tally whenever I feel like it. Alright, let's take a look at the map here. We got stress signal here, anomaly, and debris. And let's see our journal here. Missing Marines. Admiral Colloquia has actually found a missing recon team in the Sparta system, which we are at. Down to Ilios in the Sparta system of the Artemis Tau cluster, investigate the source of the distress call. And distress call signal is directly in front of us. So let's go ahead and head right there. Begin. All right, we see something out there in the distance. Oh shit! Pressure mall! Gotta watch out if it's spit. Its spit can will go right through our shields. Whoa! These things take a while to take these guys out and take this thing down. Come on. Oh, he knows about leading a target. Some tire damage. Almost got him. There we go. Used to be in this game that if you defeated him by using the Mako, you get less XP than if you defeated him on foot. So you normally whittle him down to a near fraction of his health left, and you get out and try to take him out with like a quick sniper shot or something. They took that out in the Legendary Edition, which I was glad about. That was kind of a cheap way of making the game just a little bit harder. And I hate Thrasher Mauls. They're easier now in the Legendary Edition. That rock that you saw, that wave of rock when it was underground, was something new they added to this, so you know where it's at. Because sometimes it'll pop up right underneath you, and that's normally instant game over. So let's go ahead and repair. No, I don't want to return the Normandy. How do I do repair? There we go. Repairing. I can't move while I repair. Use the Omni Gel. That's one reason why I want to at least leave about 100 Omni Gel at a time. Alright. Let's go ahead and exit out and investigate here. Alliance Marine.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Alright, on our journal, the missing Marines. We found dead bodies of the men who served on our Kamakuraku. Returned to the Citadel Tower to form the emblem of their fate. I will be returning to the Citadel every time I'm done with the main story mission. So when we finish picking up Liara, I will head back to the Citadel. We'll go back there a few times. Non-sapient creatures.
After the Geths, Thresher Maws are subterranean carnivores that spend their entire lives eating or searching for something to eat. Threshers reproduce via spores that can lie dormant for millennia, yet are robust enough to survive prolonged periods in deep space and atmospheric re-entry. As a result, Thresher spores appear on many worlds, spread by previous generations of space travelers. The body of a thresher never entirely leaves the ground. Only the head and tentacles erupt from the earth to attack. In addition to physical attacks, threshers have the ability to project toxic chemicals and emit bursts of infrasound as a shockwave weapon. The Alliance first encountered threshers on the colony of Akuz in 2177.
We did Soul Survivor.
After contact was lost with the Pioneer team, Marine units were deployed to investigate. The shore parties were set upon by hungry threshers, and nearly the entire assault force was killed. Alliance forces recommend engaging threshers with vehicle-mounted heavy weapons.
Yeah. Those things are creepy. All right.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
Upgrade kit, anti-personnel rounds 3, and fusion explosives 3. And a medical kit. Get our Omni Gel back up again. How much should we have? 6. Awesome. All right, let's go to our equipment. Let's go to Garrus. We didn't do his stuff. He has a sniper rifle. We'll give him... Let's give him a hammer. It's less heat sink capacity, but I've noticed that the heat does not really matter for your companions. It seems that they forgo that. So this Omni Gel, the Avenger 1, and we will mark these sniper rifles for quick sell. See here, we don't have any armor for him. We'll give him, hang on, let me go to Shepard, pistol, let me take anti-personnel 3, and then Garrus in his sniper rifle, I could give him anti-personnel rounds 2, and I'll give him improved sightings. Alright, let me go ahead and mark these other things to be quickly sewed. Let's go to Shepard. Alright, mark this, and this to be quickly sewed. Same with the high caliber pistol in the weapon upgrade. And the phasic rounds. Okay, so when we go talk to the requisition officer after we get back on board the Normandy, we can just quickly sell that stuff for some good cash. Alright, I think we should probably deactivate this thing. Can we? I thought that was... you can deactivate it. Guess not. Okay, well. Unfortunately, we can't do any more for these Marines, but we could hopefully get somebody over here to give them a proper burial. Alright. Let's go ahead and check out this anomaly up here. Let's go ahead and head to here. So we can find any mineral deposits. Nope, nothing up here. Let's go ahead and head to here. This boost is something new too they added to this. I just wish the boost was more consistent. Instead of shutting off every few seconds. is down here. Looks like it's a body. As I just run over it. Modified Solarian. Alright, let's recover the artifact. ID tag recovered. You found Captain Malon's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. And we got a journal entry. Locate signs of a battle. There are several leaks of one medallions and few ID tags scattered throughout these systems. The hunt must have been extensive and taken years. We get there's 10 leak medallions and 3 ID tags to find. All right, and we'll mark it as viewed. All right. Some debris down here. Still haven't found any mineral deposits, so I'm gonna have to do just a little bit more investigating after we get to this debris. If we don't find any nearby soon. And looks like it's another crash probe. Alright. Get manual bypass. There we go. Got a heatsink 3, motorized joints 3, and improved sighting 3. Two new upgrades. Let's take a look at those. Alright, motorized joints. Mechanical augmentation increases the brute strength of the wearer, allowing them to deliver powerful blows when rifle butts and pistol whipping opponents. Plus 20% smash damage. I rarely ever do any kind of melee, so I'm not going to worry about that. And the other thing we got was heat sinks, which might be good to put on our sniper rifle. Heat sink weapon, it absorbs and dissipates the heat typically generated when firing the weapon. I'm gonna actually give that to Ashley for her assault rifle. Alright, let's get on the Mako. Let's go ahead and just investigate down just a little bit more here. Find at least... Oh, there's one right there. Hopefully this shouldn't take too long. I want to get to Liara, damn it. I still got about 2 more hours of the stream left to go, so... Alright, lithium deposit. Oh, that was weird. I think I passed right through that. Alright, successfully surveyed a deposit of lithium. Alright, and let's go ahead and head up to that way here. Looks like there's something down there. It's not listed on the map for anything, but something's smoking. Yeah, it looks like a... Oh boy, I think this is an Earth Thrasher nest. Get ready. Maybe not. does seem to be damaged, but there's nothing I can do with it. Let me see real quick here. Can I do anything with it? No. Alright, well. I don't know what that's all about, but apparently we can't do anything with it. And I don't think there's any thrashers coming up, so... Ah, there's our second mineral deposit, and then we'll head back to Normandy after we just survey this guy. Looks like it's right up this cliff face here. Come on, you can do it. No, don't fall back down. Get up that plateau. You know you wanna. Almost there. There we go. And there's the deposit. Looks like it's gold. Oh, it's plutonium. I hope our suits are lead lined. Successfully surveyed a small deposit of polonium. Alright, let's go ahead and return to the Normandy. Alright, so we have this Atalaya is an unusual large terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of methane and ammonia. The surface is frozen and mostly composed of sandstone and other sedimentary rock with deposits of iron and chloride. Judging by the sedimentary composition of the crust, it appears that Atalaya once possessed an atmosphere thick enough to support some form of liquid. When cataclysm stripped the atmosphere and left the planet to freeze is not currently known. It's a little bit more gravity than Earth. Negative 136 degrees Celsius. Atmosphere is very light. Pretty long days and 18-year orbit. Can't do any surveys on it. Okay, here's Octomaclea. Octomaclea is a large atmosphere helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in the atmosphere. Its massive gravity well tugs many asteroids from the outer belt inwards past the orbit of Atalaya and Arcturus and eventually settle into the inner belt. Octomaclea's orbit is congested with hundreds of captured moons. Most last only a few thousand years before being ejected, dragged down in the atmosphere, ripped apart by tidal forces, and added to the gas giant's immense rings. Attempting to navigate this chaotic environment is hazardous at best. Ships without military-grade kinetic barriers are likely to suffer catastrophic impacts. Wait, was there a survey on there? Got to look. Yeah, there is. Scans from orbit detect a large concentration of hydrogen. Alright. We have an outer belt here. Let's see if we can find anything in this belt. Doesn't look like it. Did I already scan this? Yes, I did. Okay. And we have one more planet here. Small distant Alsages is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of methane and argon. The surface is composed of water, ice, and calcium with additional deposits of light metals. During the line's pirate suppression campaign in the 2160s, Batarian Unum Ranpera was caught with his frigate Darion grounded on Alsages for drive discharge. When challenged by cruiser Hyderabad, Ranpera refused to surrender. The Turion was destroyed attempting to take off. The debris is strewn across the southern hemisphere. Unlock survey. Scans from orbit detected a small deposits of plutonium. Alright, we have done with this system. Let's go to Knossos. Patios. Patios is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur and various silicates. There's little of interest in this desolate world. Yeah, 551 degrees Celsius. Whew, that is hot. Alright. Asteroid belt. See if we can find anything in there. Yep, unknown. Metallic asteroid. Mineral rich asteroid. Heavy metal surveyed. Scans of the large asteroid field have discovered several deposits of plantium. We got here Therum. There we go. This is Tali's planet. Thurium is a distant but rich industrial world claimed by the Human System Alliance. Its plentiful heavy metals have fueled the recent manufacturing boom on Earth. Core samples rich with the fossils of simple silicate-based organisms that indicates Therum was more habitable in the past than it is at present. Perhaps this explains the many Prothean ruins dotting the surface, most of which have been looted by mining corporations. Colony founded 2167, population of 34,000, and its capital is Nova Yankenscherberg. 59 degrees Celsius, pretty good. Gravity is a little bit heavier than Earth. Atmosphere is less than Earth. 28 hours and a 6-year orbit. Alright, let's land. Alright, I want to bring Garrus and Tali with me on this one again. No, I'll take away Garrus and bring in Ashley. And I'm going to give Ashley that heat sink for her sniper rifle. I mean her assault rifle. So let's bring her up. It says the recoil dampener heat sink.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Alright, looks like this is a mining area. Looks like there's some mining tunnels. Can't enter in any of them. But let's go ahead and start heading out. Do not step on the lava. Or drive into the lava. Location need to be loot in certain areas around here, so we gotta make sure that we're watching for it. Looks like we got some red on the radar. There are some hostiles around here. What's that? Whoa! It's the Geth. We're dropping some armatures. These things are fun to run into, so you can knock them over and there we go. Some good XP off of those. And we also got some equipment. Shield regenerator, anti-personnel rounds, and armor plating. Then we go to mine and shield regenerator 3. Better shield recovery. And Tali, instead of the first aid evidence, I'm going to give her some armor plating since her armor protection on this armor she has is downright terrible. Alright, Codex. Secondary. non-council races, Geth armatures. Armatures are quadruped, all-terrain heavy weapon platforms akin to the armored fighting vehicles of other races. Geth have synthetic intelligence. Armatures are not crewed vessels, but intelligent entities capable of independent decision-making and learning. Armatures are equipped with heavy kinetic barriers. The main cannon, mounted on the articulated headed turret, appears to be highly efficient conventional mass accelerator. It is capable of firing an anti-personnel and anti-tank modes. Some armatures carry drones into battle, presumably for reconnaissance purposes. Others hold a swarm of insect-sized repair microbots. Looks like we have some more up ahead. Either that or turrets. And it looks like they're turrets.
This route's a no-go. They have high anti-armor.
Got one. Got the other. Got that one. Alright, but since we can't open this door on this side any kind of way, there is a back entrance here. It's guarded by a single turret itself too. Alright, we leveled up. Alright, with Shepard, we can't do any more charms still. I want to get Advanced Warp and Singularity unlocked. And we'll grab the first part of Singularity. Creates a vortex that draws objects towards it. And let's go ahead and throw one into pistols. Alright, Ashley. She has 4 points. Let's do Fitness to get immunity. Briefly, but greatly increases your armor protection. Significantly reduces health damage in emergencies. Alright, and we'll give her some in first aid, assault rifles, and assault training. Tally! Add some to hacking and dampening, especially with the Geth here. Let's give her some basic armor and pistol training. Looks like we got some mobile units of the Geth. The Geth are, the Rex and them are held up inside there. I'm gonna quickly do this side here. Nope. Okay, cool. An upgrade kit. Armor-piercing rounds, radioactive rounds. It reminds me, we're fighting synthetics. We got also the hardened weave, shock absorbers, and armor plating. Alright, let's see what the armored weaving does. Hardened weave, a complex filament network of element 0 microcores combined with advanced firewall technology provides protection against both biotic and tech attacks. I absolutely use the shield generator for that. Let's see here. What was it going to look at? Oh yeah. Let's change to armor-piercing rounds for everyone because of us fighting the Geth. let's run across the way here. Nope. I don't need to hide. Go. Move. Okay. I love the singularities. Which reminds me, I want to make sure my singularity is up here, but I want it to be here with my, I do my secondary button here that it will activate. Alright, and let's see here. Shield boost is already up there, Barry's up there. Unity will have his 5. And throw will be 6. Alright. Got a weapons locker here. Lancer 3, Avenger 3, and a Gladiator 3 armor. Alright, I think Shepard might be able to take the new armor. Gladiator 3, a little bit more damage protection, shields lose out, and I lose a lot on the Tedic biotic protection. So I'm not going to equip that. Sniper rifles, the Avenger 3, better accuracy, less heat sink, and about the same damage. I'll mark it as to sell. Let's see with Ashley, Lancer 3, not better. I'll mark that for sale. And then we mark this light armor, this heavy armor, this medium armor, and this light armor here. So wait, no, I want to take off the light because of Yara can wear human armor. Even though we'll have her before I actually sell everything, but alright, that just opens up for the way we came. Not really necessary for us to do it, but I just want to do it because I feel like it, and it's my game, and I get to do what I want. Alright, we got some areas stuff back here. We got a crate with a Scimitar 2 and a medium armor Krogan, a Liberator 3. We'll make sure to grab Rex. Ooh, we got a biotic amp finally, and another light armor. Yeah, we'll make sure that when we get back on board, we look at all our squad members and upgrade everything they need, and do anything that they need equipment. All right, so Ashley, no, yeah, Tally for the shotgun. Scimitar 2, more damage, better heat sink. The accuracy drops by only 1, so definitely equip that. And let's see if this armor is any better. Survivor 3, damage protection goes down, shields go up a little bit, and we lose on tech biotic protection. It's not really worth it. But we got a Solaris 3 amp. It's better than our Solaris 1. We get a better cooldown bonus. That's about it. And remember, this was the biotic amp that I was able to buy, but I decided not to. And we actually found it out there. That's why I don't really buy anything from the stores except for Mass Effect 2 and 3. Then it's more useful. But right now, it's not really useful buying any of the stuff at the stores, just to sell stuff. You can buy like the upgrades and stuff, and you might be able to, and then also buy the Spectre equipment, because you cannot find those in the on planets. Spectre stuff. All right, we got here. Looks like we got Geth in both of these areas. So let's take this nice and easy in here. Singularity and sabotage. Alright, double tap. Weapons locker. Avenger 3 sniper rifle and a Reaper 3 sniper rifle. I don't think they're any better than what I have. Avenger 3 is a little bit better in accuracy, but I lose in heat sink. Reaper 3 is better, so I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, let's go ahead and open up this area, but we will still check out the other structure across the way for XP and equipment. Oh, it looks like we got a locked crate over here too. Got a pistol, Kessler 3, sniper rifle, and another sniper rifle. Let's take a look at the pistol. Oh, no, not better than my stuff at all. Okay. I think that's all ways of crates and stuff that I can loot. I look behind there. Let's see. I don't know if there's anything behind this wall here. There? No. Okay. Let's go over to this side here. There's another Geth in here waiting for us. I thought at least. Maybe not. Okay, well, nothing in here. Further on. Yeah, it's around this corner. Is that mark? Alright. Yep, we got some more enemies here. Looks like some more armatures. There we go. It's down for the count. Got another one over here. That taken out. I think he's dropped off some fresh bodies. Yep. I gotta get Colossus. And it's down. So we got a little tunnel here. So we got some similar equipment. Got hammerhead rounds, shield generator, stimulant pack. Some more shield generator, anti-piercing, armor-piercing rounds, proof sightings, radioactive rounds, shield battery. Let's see what that does. Shield battery adds more shields to generate kinetic barriers. Combat suits rely on capacitors to store energy from a generator. The greater the capacitor storage, the more potent the barrier. Let's go ahead and put those shield batteries in. Ourselves a little bit more shields. Alright, and the other thing I grabbed, go to Tally since she's weak on her armor piercing rounds and give her the new level 3 ones. Alright. Alright. No matter what these get out there thinking that they could take out my tank with just their conventional little guns. I think there's some stuff over here in this little garage. No, I guess not. Occasionally below areas, they might hide some equipment here and there. Gotta kind of explore a little bit. Nothing down there. Got another tunnel. Alright, this is where we end with the Mako here. It was in the old game, if you work hard enough, you can get the Mako in here. Oh, shoot. No! No, 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 no. Where does that saved at? Oh, right here. Okay, cool. It used to be you can get... You can wiggle. I'm gonna do the exact same thing again. But yeah, you used to be able to get it up into here, but I think they stopped that with this one. I think of the update they made that you can't do that anymore. But I am going to go ahead and bring out my sniper rifle. As you have a assault and you also have your shotgun. Ha! Headshot. Right in the knee. What the hell's going on with that guy? He's all jerky. Yeah, drop a shield and then walk away from the shield. That makes sense. Stupid machines. You're not gonna snipe me. I snipe you. Ooh, ow. Okay, yeah, that's a singularity. Okay, cool. I want to make sure that was the right mouse button that I was clicking on. Oh, ow! level up. Let's do that. Level up. All right. Let's see here. Let's add some more to our sniper rifles. A little more into our singularity. Some more Spectre training. And a bit more into our barrier. Ashley, assault rifle, combat armor, which has advanced shield boost now. And her first aid and fitness. Tally, dampening and hacking. Basic armor with shield boost and pistol with marksman. Get her to be able to do her sniper rifles better. Get carnage. Ow. A really hard part of this game is coming up, and I am not looking forward to this. I never played this section that's coming up way up in that area on hardcore level before. I'm veteran this hard enough. Hang on, got some Texas here. Okay. All right, everybody, you ready? Ready for this? Make sure I got the right stuff I want for him. All right, we want. Oh, I have anti-personnel rounds. I want. Here, let me take these off and add it to my sniper rifle. More piercing rounds. Improved sighting 3. Tally. Armor piercing rounds 3. Recoil dampener 2. Ashley. Armor piercing rounds 2. Heat sink 3. Alright. Oh, these things. I hate these things. They're so creepy. And it's so freaking hard to sometimes kill. I'm surprised you did not see that. How can you not see that drop right in front of you guys? And they drop an armature. I would have to take one of these things out on foot. Normandy, can you do orbital bombardment, please? Alright, I gotta take out those. Oh, Callie. Yeah, that's right. Get behind there. Gotta take these lurker guys out. Oh, got killed. What the? Ashley, you. Oy, oy, oy. you get under cover? For Pete's sakes. Good, he took that one out there. Alright, I think that's... Yeah, all what's left is this guy here. Oh. Alright, so let's do... Shield boost, and shield boost. Alright. Overload his shields. I will do a warp on him. That was assassination. I decreased damage done by the next sniper rifle shot. Oh yeah, and didn't mention about the marksman that I gave Tally. I can't do it here, but it allows her to shoot better with her pistol. Alright, let's do this. Damn. And let's do a throw. No. Why do you do it there for? Here. Simulator to work on it. Like it. There we go. It's down. Oh, it looks like there's one get. God. Oh, there's another guy still left over here. Looks like that's everything. Whew. Definitely quick save. Already died 3 times. I think that's still pretty good. I don't think there's anything out here that we can loot. Did we get any? We got a codex though. Non-council races. Hoppers. Oh, these guys. The Geth model, equivalently dubbed Hoppers by Alliance forces, are electronic warfare platforms. They can project electromagnetic radiation across a broad spectrum as an offensive weapon. They can also perform cyber warfare attacks against the onboard computers of body armor, hard suits, and weapons, adversely affecting their performance. The structure of Hoppers consists of advanced and highly elastic artificial muscle material. This allows a Hopper to compress its entire body for powerful leaps. Hoppers also have thousands of molecule-styled barbs on the surface of the hands and feet, which are used to clean the walls and ceilings. Hoppers are very difficult targets, leaping from one surface to the other in rapid succession, and they will never be seen again after Mass Effect 1. The Quarians have no record of any Geth model similar to Hoppers. This new morphotype must have been developed over the last 300 years by the Geth themselves. This is troubling proof that the Geth are continuing to move towards technological singularity. Experts in synthetic life have intrigued that Hoppers appear to be more organic than the baseline Geth. The identified subtypes of Hoppers have been codenamed Snapper, Stalker, and Ghost. And we've got some equipment: high caliber barrel, proof sighting, more barrels, shield batteries, just the basic stuff. All right, let's go into the mine. It's finally Ara. deep down corridor. I've made the decision that I'm not going to romance anyone on the first game, but I will romance another character in the second game. It's mainly due to the fact that it's kind of painful breaking up with the character you romance in the first game the next ones, because they're kind of hurt, which is understandable. Is that a grenade they just launched at me? Down you go. Alright, I'm going to switch to my pistol. Come on, Tally, I have your shotgun now. I might want to bring out my sniper rifle again in a little bit, if I remember correctly. Alright. Anything down here?
It
Nope.
looks like this cavern formed around the ruin after it was built.
Elevator. Going down? Yep. Those remind me of bathroom walls. It's the way the tiles look. That did not sound good, that creaking. Oh, medical kit. Great, we need some more Omni Gel. Whoa.
Take up! Now, not the touch!
Protheans built to last. Looks like a lava flow poured in here.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and bring out my sniper rifle again. It's a little too open for pistols. Alright, here's another elevator. Everything's kind of creaking right now. It doesn't sound good. And I spoke too soon.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
I think we found her.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil!
Oh, we believe you.
I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here.
Oh, we'll find a way.
Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Alright. And I see the Geth. Ow! That's it. Let's head down there. Keep on the lookout. How do we get in there? Mining laser. That might be useful. Let's just investigate up here, though. See if there's anything we can find up here. Any more Geth to kill? Doesn't look it. There are some crates, though. Storage locker. Chemical rounds and phasic rounds. And we got another weapons locker here. Oh, it's raining outside. Got the Scimitar 3, Banshee 3, and the Hammer 2. Let's see. Oh, I love the smell of rain. Shield Battery 3, Hardened Wave 3, and Shield Regenerator 3. Let's go to Tally. Scimitar 3 is better than her Scimitar 2, of course. So we'll upgrade that for her. Ashley, do you have anything new? Wait. Ashley, not Tally. Ashley. Nope. None of those are better. Take away that amp. Okay. One of these again. There we go. Quick save. Whee. Yeah, I'm gonna close my window here. It's getting them in. It's raining pretty good out there. Wrong way. There we go. Okay, let's continue on here. Ah, there she is.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
Oh, God.
The conduit, but I don't know.
How
the
does she
hell
know
was
if the
that?
conduit was not even known?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Exit left?
We have
Or
to
exit
hurry.
right?
The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
Or what these this ruins used to be. Oh boy. Big man Krogan coming through.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
That term, what he said, exhilarating, isn't it, is a quote from Star Trek. Star Trek 3: Search for Spock, when Christopher Lloyd, playing a Klingon, when Kirk told him that the planet Genesis they were on was falling apart and that we will all die here, he was like, exhilarating, isn't it? You know, in his Christopher Lloyd's overacting way. And I just think it was really cool that they put an homage in there, since I'm a huge Star Trek fan. That was just wonderful.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Alright, now this guy. Let's do Singularity on him. Let's overload his weapons. And Ashley, overkill. Throw him and didn't work. Unity. Come on, Tally, get back up. Oh, there we go. Ooh, boy. Try the heat from the lava. Yep. Seismic, volcanoes erupting. Yara may seem kind of like a weakling by how slow she's running stuff, but she becomes a really strong character. I loved her in Mass Effect 3. Hope they picked up the Mako.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
He's a jerk.
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
If we have to, yes.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara is on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin.
Oh, God.
Was that really necessary, Shepard?
Disconnect. I don't care about the runes.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Alright, we got the codex here. Extinct races. Prothean Cipher. The Prothean beacon downloaded its knowledge into Lieutenant Commander Shepard on Eden Prime, causing confusing dreams and visions. While the imagery is becoming clear with time, the meaning of the beacon communication remains elusive. It has been suggested that Prothean data recordings is highly dependent on a certain point of view, what Carl Jung described as collective unconsciousness. The cipher needed to comprehend the images implanted in Shepard's mind is the cultural heritage of the Protheans. The archetype, biological instincts, and common experience universal to the race. Since the Protheans must have been dead for millennia, it may be impossible to acquire this cipher. And we leveled up, so let's give Shepard some more stuff here. Let's do another Spectre training and get Advanced Unity, which restores dead squad members with 40% health and 75% shields. That would have been handy earlier. Let's unlock Stasis, even though I probably would never really use it. And let's add some more into Singularity. Okay. Let's first take the rounds around the ship. Let's first talk to Joker. Can we do anything with him?
Yes, Commander?
Nope.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like we got some new codex stuff we can do here. Heat load monitor. Another heat load monitor. Alright, codex. Secondary, ships and vehicles. Heat, combat endurance. Heat limits the length and integrity of ship-to-ship combat. Starships generate enormous heat when they fire high-energy weapons, perform maneuvering burns, and hit onboard combat electronics. In combat, warship produces heat more quickly than they can disperse it. As heat builds within the vessel, the crewed spaces become increasingly uncomfortable. Before the heat reaches lethal levels, a ship must win or retreat by entering FTL. After an FTL run, the ship halts, shuts down non-essential systems, and activates the heat radiation gear. Combat endurance varies by ship design and by battle location. Battles in the deep cold of interstellar space can go on for some time. Engagements close to a star are brief, since habitable worlds are often close to a star. Battles over them are frantic. Heat management. Dispersal of heat generated on onboard systems is a crucial issue for a ship. If it cannot deal with heat, the crew may be cooked within the hull. Radiation is the only way to shed vacuum and is the only way to shed heat in a vacuum. Civilian vessels utilize large, fragile radiator panels that are impossible to armor. Radiation is the only way to shed heat in a vacuum. Civilian vessels utilize large, fragile radiator panels that are impossible to armor. Warships use diffuse radiator arrays, DRA, ceramic strips along the exterior of the armored hull. These make the ships appear striped to thermographic sensors. Since the arrangement of the stripes depend on the internal configuration of the ship, the pattern for each vessel is unique and striking. On older ships, the DRA strips could become red or white hot, dubbed typewriter stripes or war paint by humans. The glowing DRA has a psychological impact on pirates and irregular forces. Ship radiators are not as efficient as panels, but if damaged by enemy fire, the ship only loses a small portion of its total radiation capacity. In most cases, a vessel's DRA alone allows it to cruise with no difficulties. Operations deep within the solar system can cause problems. A ship engaged in combat can produce titanic amounts of heat when maneuvering burns and weapon fire. When fighting in a high-heat environment, warships employ high-efficiency droplet heat sinks. In a droplet system, liquid sodium or lithium absorbs heat within the ship. The liquid is vented from spray nozzles near the bow of the thin sheet of millions of micrometer-scale droplets. The droplets are caught at the stern and recycled into the system. A droplet system can sink 1 to 100 times as much heat as the DRA strips. Droplet sheets resemble a surface ship wake through water. The wake peels out in sharp turns, spreading a fan of droplets as the ship changes vectors and leave the coolant behind. So this is what I'm meaning by how well detailed the ship was. This game is on the technology of the vessels. Stuff they thought up. Alright, let's talk to Joker, see what he has to say. Got anything to say, Joker?
I prefer gold to silver, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the balance. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Yeah, they don't really say much more in this. Second one has a lot more dialogue with all the characters, especially with the NPC characters. Ships and vehicles.
Faster than light drive, ship mobility dominates space combat. The primary objective is to align the mass accelerator along the bow with the opposing vessel's broadside. Battles typically play out as artillery duels, fought at ranges measured in thousands of kilometers, though assaults through defended mass relays often occur at knife fight ranges, as close as a few dozen kilometers. Most ship-to-ship engagements are skirmishes between patrol vessels of cruiser weight and below, with dreadnoughts and carriers only deployed in full-scale fleet actions. Battles in open space are short and often inconclusive, as the weaker opponent typically disengages. Once a ship enters FTL flight, the combat is effectively over. There are no sensors capable of tracking them or weapons capable of damaging them. The only way to guarantee an enemy will stand and fight is to attack a location they have a vested interest in, such as a settled world or a strategically important mass relay.
Okay. Set down below. Talk with Kaidan here.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled, and the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Now I'm going to flirt with Kaidan. I'm going to initiate the romance with him, but there will be something that'll happen later on that will prevent that from ever happening.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to Element Zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash.
I wonder how Shepard got hers.
Human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. Bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey, her family was very rich, but she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess. Ma'am.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same, but things never felt together. Training, you know.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I wanted to get to know you a little better, that's all. Thanks for the talk, Kaidan.
Well, you're welcome, ma'am. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
No, I don't. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But, yeah, I'd like that.
One of the reasons why I'm not going with Liara is because she gets really hurt if you break up with her later on, and it is kind of a painful sequence because she actually is pretty broken up about it. And also, with the way the love sequence in Mass Effect 1 plays out, it's heavily censored on YouTube, and I don't know about Twitch. So I'm kind of hesitant about actually having that scene plays out. Mass Effect 2 and 3, the love sequences are still pretty good, but they're not as revealing as Mass Effect 1 is. Oh, looks like we got some locker stuff. A Stiletto 5, a shotgun, and assault rifle. No assault rifle. Let's see how that pistol is. Stiletto 5. Ooh. Ooh, yes. Definitely upgrade to that. Nice. Random crew members talking. Punisher med gel. Doctor. And here's Liara.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
I'm not gonna flirt with her, but I am gonna be a good friend.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Though she is one of my favorite romances in the game. Goodbye. It's like, yeah, I just was here. Okay, we're going now.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
That's disgusting!
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Sorry about that. It's like, if you can do that, it's like, yeah, of course they can, or else their species would have died out a long time ago.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Maybe something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I think there's more we could talk with her.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Alright, we got some codex entries here. Mostly on secondary. Alien council races, Asari culture. Because of their long lifespan, Asari tend to have a long view not common to other species. When they encounter a new species or situation, the Asaris are more comfortable with an extended period of passive observation and study than immediate action. Excuse me. They are unfazed that some of their investments or decisions may not pay off for decades or centuries. Matriarchs can seem to make uncomparative decisions, but their insight is evident when their carefully laid plan comes to fruition. In interstellar relations, this long view manifests in an unspoken policy of centricism. The Asari instinctively seek out to maintain stable balances of economic, political, and military power. Traditionally, Asari spread their influence through cultural domination and intellectual superiority. They invite new species of advanced development to join the galactic community, knowing that their ideals and beliefs will inevitably influence existing culture. Then we got some things on the Protheans. Beacon. The Beacon was a Prothean artifact unearthed by the Alliance colony on Eden Prime. Its resemblance to the Prothean databanks recovered on Mars provoked immediate interest in the Alliance in the Citadel Council. It proved to be a solid-state data storage device, part of the galaxy-spanning comm network similar to modern extranet. Intact Prothean Pelo technology is rare. The beacon seemed to promise another quantum leap of technology akin to the discovery of the Mass Effect drive and relays. Unfortunately, the beacon also draws the attention of the rogue Spectre Saren Artyrus and his synaptic allies, the Geth. A dawn raid by his flagship Sovereign resulted in hundreds of civilian casualties. The beacon was badly damaged. The motives behind the attack are still being investigated. During the recovery operation, the beacon fired a pulse of energy at Executive Officer of the Alliance frigate Normandy, Lieutenant Commander Shepard. Survived and appeared to have suffered no ill effects. However, the beacon fell inert. The mechanism appears to be dead. Planet's location. Garriton Station. Garriton Station is the largest deep space station built by humanity, a binaural sphere design such as a 500-meter diameter habitable area. It was constructed beyond Pluto, nearly 80 astronomical units, which is 12 billion kilometers, from Sol. Moving crews and materials to this location bankrupt most of the backers. Garriton was placed on the inner edge of the heliopause, a point on which the solar wind can no longer push back the interstellar medium. That's essentially what our probe Voyager recently passed, was the heliopause. It's now past the terminus shock area, so it's now considered actually in deep space and officially declares humanity as a interstellar species. It was built to test a number of faster-than-light drives principles that theoretically could have occurred in interstellar space. The station was nicknamed Jump Zero, as it was intended as a jumping-off point for humanity's expansion into the galaxy. Shortly after the station was completed, the Prothean ruins were discovered on Mars, rendering the entire effort moot. After struggling to make a profit for a decade, Garriton was sold to the System Alliance in 2159 for a fraction of its construction costs. The Alliance refurbished it as a research and training center for the recently discovered biotic phenomenon. In 2169, the Biotic Amplification and Training Program was shut down and Garriton became a general research facility. Its remote location and intentional isolation from the extranet makes it popular for dangerous research, particularly in the fields of artificial intelligence. Humanity's first stable AI, the Alliance-sponsored Elysia, achieved senescence in Garriton in 2152. Today, Garriton Station has a permanent population of approximately 9,000. A plan has been proposed to move it to a gravitationally stable Berry center between Pluto and its Chiron relay, allowing it to observe as a gateway facility between the Sol and Arcturus system. The high cost of safely removing its mass has delayed this indefinitely. Wait, we got more codexes. Whew, we got a lot. Alright, technology. Biotics training. Did I do these ones? I don't know if I did the biotic amps. Yeah, I did. Biotics training. Biotic implants and amplifiers only provide the potential to create coherent mass effect fields. Whether biotics can actually do so is largely determined by their training. Biotics must develop conscious control over their nervous system, sending specific electrical impulses to the element zero nodules embedded in their nerves. They are taught to use their implants and amps with biofeedback devices in physical mnemonics. Specific gestures or muscle movements fire the proper skill sequence of nerves to activate the certain skills. Kinetics Industries pioneered biotic training with the Biotic Amplification and Temperance Training Program, though BOT did not receive the desired results. Many techniques taught are still used today. Many humans think tanks are trying to develop more forms of biotic super soldiers. Most of them benign efforts have created more flexible troops. Others, less publicly known, are unapologetic attempts to create a Necessarian Superman. And I think that is finally it on the codexes at the moment. Yep. Alright. Let's go ahead and head further down and talk with some of the people down below. Man, after playing on Mass Effect 2 and 3 in the past, not too long ago, this ship is so freaking small compared to the two later on. Alright, let's start from engineering and move our way on out. We'll go down here first.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Nothing new?
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Core charge status. We've got another codex entry, of course. Codexes everywhere. Ships and vehicles. Drive charge. As positive or negative electrical current is passed through the FTL drive core, it acquires a static electrical charge. Drives can be operated at an average of 50 hours before they reach charge saturation. This change is proportional to the magnitude of mass reduction. A heavier or faster ship reaches saturation more quickly. If the charge is allowed to build, the core will discharge into the hull of the ship. All ungrounded crew members are fried to a crisp. All electronic systems are burned out, and metal bulkheads may be melted and fused together. The safest way to discharge a core is to land on a planet and establish a connection with the ground, like a lightning rod. Larger vessels like dreadnoughts cannot land and must discharge into a planetary magnetic field. The ship passes the charge from the drive core to the exterior armored hull, then drives it into the magnetic field. As a hull discharges, sheets of lightning jump away from the field, creating beautiful aerial displays on the planet. The ship must retract its sensors and weapons while dumping charges to prevent damage, leaving it blind and helpless. Discharge at a moon with a weak magnetic field can take days. Discharging to a powerful field of a gas giant may require less than an hour. Deep space facilities such as Citadel have special discharge facilities for visiting ships. Let's talk with Tali here.
Hello, Shepard.
Oh, what's wrong?
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Yeah?
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our
Oh yeah, we already
population
asked
grows
about all
too
this
much,
stuff, so we
of
can
course,
go through all this.
in extreme cases of
I want
population,
to talk about
like
something.
what?
I should go.
See you later.
Yeah, the investigating will never change.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
We'll just really quickly just sell off our junk that we have indicated. We won't go through all that stuff right now. But does he have anything special? He does have these, but it's still way too expensive. It's about 47,000 now, though. Our money's moving up.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren.
No.
He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Codex. Secondary, Council races. Turian culture. While Turians are individual with personal desires, their instinct is to equate with self in the group and set aside personal desires for the good of all. Turians are taught to have a strong sense of personal accountability, the Turian honor that other races find so remarkable. Turians are taught to own every decision they make, good or ill. The worst sin they can make is to make in the eyes of other people is to lie about their own actions. Turians who murder will not try to get away with it, but if directly questioned, most will confess to crimes. Turians have a strong inclination towards public service and self-sacrifice, so they tend to be poor entrepreneurs. To compensate, they accepted the Mercetel Volus as a client race, offering protection in exchange for their official expertise. The Turian military is the center of their society. It's not just an armed force, it's an all-encompassing public works organization. The military police are also the civic police. The fire brigades serve as the civil population as well as the military facilities. The Corps of Engineers build and maintain spaceports, schools, water purification plants, and power stations. The Merchant Marines ensure that all worlds will get needed resources. Sounds a lot like a fascist or even a socialist type military. Turians' military doctrine. Though they lack the brutality of the Krogan, the skill of the Sari, and the versatility of the humans, the Turian military has a formidable discipline. Officers and NCOs are lifters of years of field experience. Enlisted personnel are thoroughly trained and stay calm under fire. Turian units don't break. Even if their entire lines collapse, they do not fall back in order, setting ambushes as they go. They fall back in order, setting ambushes as they go. A popular saying holds, you only will see a Turian back once, he's dead. Blue soldiers begin on the 15th birthday. Soldiers receive a year of training before being assigned to a field unit. Officers train for even longer. Most serve until about the age of 30, at which point they become part of the reserves. Even if they suffer injuries preventing frontline service, most do support work behind the lines. So that sounds like the National Guard. Biotics are uncommon. While admired for their exacting skills, biotic motives are not always fully entrusted by the common soldier. The Turians prefer to assign their biotics to a specialist team called Cabals. Command and control are decentralized and flexible. Individual squads can be called in for artillery and air support. They make extensive use of combat drones for light duties and practice combined arms. Infantry operates with armor, supported by overhead gunships. Strategically, they are methodical and patient and dislike risky operations. Tradition is abhorrent. Each legion has a full-time staff of historians who chronicle its battle honors in detail. The oldest have records dating back to the Turians' Iron Age. If a legion is destroyed in battle, it is reconstituted rather than replaced. The Turians recruit auxiliary units from conquered or absorbed minor races. Auxiliaries are generally light infantry or armored cavalry units that screen and support the main Turian formation. As a conclusion of the service in the auxiliaries, recruits are granted Turian citizenship. Yeah, that's definitely fascist. You have to serve in the military in order to become a citizen. For you to be able to vote.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
No, there was a delay in his...
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
All right.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
All right, we'll talk to Ashley. I know we have to go through all the equipments for everyone, but I'm running low on time here. So after talk with Ashley, I'm gonna end the stream for the day.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I didn't talk to Kaden about this. Maybe I should do that out next time.
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
I don't think she's used to teasing, good-natured or otherwise.
No fun, Commander.
Jeez.
Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vakarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
I'm not gonna scream you're out of line, but I want to say, do you not trust aliens?
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You get a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look,
what?
If you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism,
really.
not really.
What?
Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
Give me a break.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, ma'am. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
I come from a military family too. My parents were both Navy. Anybody in your family we might know?
Couldn't say, Commander.
Uh-huh.
We probably have a lot in common. You join up to carry on the tradition?
No. The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't
let's go to
seen yet.
space.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold breaking.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh, Lord. You went to the Makapog boot camp, too? Yeah. Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
All right, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Okay, so I want to end it here. We do a hard save. And that will be it for the day. Yeah, thank you for joining, for those who did. And if you're watching this on VOD, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. And I don't know what I'll be streaming next. Most likely be on, on Saturday. I believe I will be working tomorrow and on Friday, so I will be coming in on. I'll be working those days, but Saturday I'll try to stream. Probably going to be maybe Mass Effect again, or I might just kind of rotate a little bit and do Doom because I want to get through that because I got another game lined up after Doom that I'll love to play and show you all. So have a great night, and I will see you most likely on Saturday. Goodbye.